before I get nonstop questions about who I believe will win USC versus Colorado, do Colorado have a chance? We'll bet you do. Let's just do a quick recap video about it, right? So you have the number 8 team in the country coming in, USC. That was ranked number 5. I think that's 15, but they struggled a little bit against Arizona, so it made them go up to number 8. They just lost to Colorado, just lost to the 10th team, which is Oregon, and I believe they're probably lower, I'm assuming, this week. Trojans are 4-0 and 2-0 in the conference. Buffaloes are 3-1 and 0-1 in the conference. Right now, they have the spread at USC to blow them out by 21.5 points. Last week, you had Oregon to blow Colorado out by 21 points, and they blew them out by damn near 40 points. Over and under very high at 73. Now, if you look at the quarterbacks, you got Caleb Williams, Heisman Trophy winner last year. He's probably close to the lead, or at least in the top of the lead this year. And 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. Shiloh, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. So you see Caleb Williams is doing better right there. Want to come down to the rushing. You have 39 carries, 349, 2 TDs. Edwards, 28 carries, 157, and 1 TD. USC win on quarterback level. They win on running back level. And receiving, you have T. Washington, 10 receptions, 278 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Xavier Weaver, 34 receptions, 461, 2 touchdowns. It go over to USC once again for a clean sweep because 10 receptions. He had 3 times more receptions and very, very close. So it's clean sweep. They're clearly the better team. Let's look at their opponents. You had USC, 4 teams. They played San Jose State or somebody. First game at home, beat them 56-28, let them score way too many points. Next game, you play Nevada, blew them out. Next game, Stanford, blew them out. And then they finally had their first away game. And they were projected to lose by, I believe, Arizona State was projected to lose by 34 points. It was a 34-point spread, and they end up only losing by 12 points. And if we look into this game, you got to look and see what did these players do. Caleb Williams, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. Drew Piney, that is, he did 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But the main thing I noticed is rushing yards. You had one guy, 20 carries, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 yards. So what Deion Sanders have to do is take advantage of the rushing, which the problem is you got to have an offensive line and a good person that can do some rushing. That's the main thing. And you see the receiving. So we'll talk about the pros and cons. The pros for Colorado is we look at their teams and we look at their wins. If I can zoom it out or find it. Oh, Lord. Let's do this. Do it just like this. Let's go to Colorado since it don't love a brother. It's hard out here. There we go. Let's just go directly to Colorado. So they played at home Nebraska and they played Colorado State. So the main thing you want to do is look at their 2 at-home games because I'm noticing right now with college football, it's all about who's away and who's at home. Anybody can lose. Ranking mean nothing. So first game at home against Nebraska, they did their thing, won convincingly. And the second one against their rivals, barely won. It took a double overtime. And you see they lost this one. One thing you notice about every single one of these games, you had 3 of these games their opponent scored 40-something points. And only one that didn't score 40 was Nebraska at 14. So if I was a guessing man, USC is going to score 40 points. 40 plus points. That's just what it is because their defense is bad. They can't stop anybody. And you don't have your best player on defense. And you possibly don't have your second best player, such as corner. So that's only going to get worse. We can add that up to 50 at this point. Next, you guys see how are they scoring? 42, 36, 43, 6. It's no consistency over there on offense. Now, the only thing I can say is they're playing at home. With them playing at home and USC coming to their environment and just playing bad at Arizona State, I can see Colorado covering the spread. The over and under is the problem because now after they got beat on by Oregon so bad, there's a blueprint on how to beat them. Shedeur Sanders, I believe, is the most sacked player in all of college football. Of every single team, he have the worst offensive line, the people that protect him, than any school. So you are the worst in the country of protecting your quarterback, or he's the worst of holding the ball too long. It could be a mixture of two. And you're playing a top 10 team that just seen what they need to do to beat you. And unfortunately, from last week to this week, they're going to have less players and less talent than they had last week after they got blown out. So the only thing they got going in their favor, in my opinion, is they're at home. This could be a good setup game because everybody expecting USC to win, and nobody in the country is expecting Colorado to win. So that could work in their favor. That's it. I got Colorado covering a spread. They will have to prove it to me. They just offensive line just too bad. They just can't help them yet this year. And the good thing is they play Arizona State next week. What they got to do is take what happened with them in Arizona State, and they have to figure it out because the crazy thing is, in my opinion, Colorado's better in Arizona State. They're going to beat Arizona State. I think they're playing probably next week. They're going to beat them. They're 1-3, 0-1 in the conference. Not a good team. And you guys had to play the 5th team in the country, and y'all only lost by 14 or 12 points. So they have to watch every single thing on what they did and try to do it. It's going to be a tough one. So I looked at the bets. I personally will leave betting alone unless you are taking the spread and probably like the under. This probably might be the only bet I do on this game because everything else, they hip to it. It's not worth it. You can do a first touchdown bet. But outside of that, you look at Shedeur Sanders. You don't break even until you get to 3 touchdowns. Do you see him scoring 3 touchdowns after we've seen last week? No. Caleb Williams, you don't break even money till you get to 4 touchdowns. Even though he probably might score 4 touchdowns on them, it's not worth it. It's not worth putting your money on that because anything can happen. Caleb Williams, his passing yards, you're not breaking even money till you get over 350. So it's just not worth betting really on this game unless you probably do it. In my opinion, this way, I would say Colorado covered the spread. We under 72 points. Bam. We can hit them like that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. How can Colorado beat these boys?